Hello and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today what we are going to be doing is taking a table that has splits all the way down and trying to re-glue and reattach all these pieces to save this piece of dining room furniture. We'll see how it goes and I hope you enjoy. The two products I will be using today is LePage Pro wood glue, and I bought 4 clamps. 2 are the DeWalt 36-inch clamps. They have about 600 pounds of clamping force. I'm hoping that these will be sufficient to push the table together once the glue is in the cracks. So you can see here I am applying the glue to each crack. I applied quite a bit just in hopes that it will seep into the crack. The cracks were quite large. It's a little bit difficult to see on camera, but they will squeeze together later in this video. This end of the table here was only being held in with 1 screw underneath the table on the framing of the table, so I was very lucky that this table was holding together. If you have any ideas on how to prevent this, let me know in the comments below. This is quite an old table. It's older than myself, so it would be at least 30 years old, maybe even older than that. It is a family heirloom. Now when we're looking at this table, you can see that second crack didn't really show up on camera. There was about 4 big splits on this side and about 3 on the other side. The other side is not in the video today, but I did record this one side being glued up together. After I finished the glue up, I went back to make sure that there was enough glue in each of the cracks. I did find that as I was pushing the glue into the cracks, on the 4th crack, it seeped in there pretty well, as you can see on the video. The first crack, I didn't have the bottle in contact with the table enough to really push it deep into that crack, so I went by for a second pass. Alright, so I started to clamp this table together. This was my first time gluing a large piece of furniture back together that had separated. So that's the second style of clamp there, you can see. Off camera, just to the left, I was clamping this clamp down as well. You can see a little bit in the bottom of the frame there. It was slipping quite a bit. If I was to repurchase these clamps, I would probably get 4 of the DeWalt ones. They seemed a little bit easier to use, especially on the edges of this table. As I got further into the glue up, I noticed that the center of the table could actually use this clamp a lot easier. It was a hand crank clamp, while the DeWalt was kind of like a squeeze type of clamp. Now I ended up putting the DeWalt clamps on either end and then rearranging it so that way I had these screw down type clamps in the center, and you can see that in the right corner of the screen. And you can start to see that as I was playing around with these, I didn't have them fully squishing the table yet or compressing or clamping it, but you could already see the glue was starting to ooze out of the cracks. Now once I started to clamp down the clamps, you can see they actually started to bend from the amount of force I was putting on them. I started with each side and I put more pressure in the middle, and you can start to see that 4th line on the right really squeeze the glue out of that crack, and I have some really good contact there. Now overall, I hope that this will stick together long term. I ended up doing some cleanup of the glue after. I might have to refinish this table. I noticed that some of the boards were not perfectly level as I was cleaning off the table. It's very difficult to get the boards to go back exactly where they were. I might resand this table once the glue has hardened. I believe it takes about 24 hours for this glue to reach its full strength. We'll see how this goes. If it is successful, you probably won't see an update video. I could do a refinishing video if anyone is interested in that. Refinishing tables is quite a bit of fun. This is the first time that I've actually had to re-glue it together. You can see that the glue was kind of leaving a residue on the table. I was just using water and paper towels to clean this glue. After the glue was cleaned up, it turned out quite well. I'm hoping that if this table stays how it is, it'll be usable in the future. Anyways, if you got any tips or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. And thanks for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it.